On Saturday, the Sault Ste. Marie Region Conservation Authority advised residents that Lake Superior water levels continue to be above normal. According to National Hydrological Services Great Lakes water levels information, water supplies to all the Great Lakes were above average in May and remain there. Lake Superior has the potential to reach or exceed record highs in June should those wet conditions continue. Although peak Lake Superior water levels over this period are not expected to cause significant shoreline flooding hazards, localized flooding may occur in low-lying sections of waterfront areas if rainfall exceeds normal amounts for this time of year. Significant shoreline flooding and/or erosion hazards could be possible in the coming weeks if substantial storm surge and wave action occurs. Strong shorebound winds occurring from the north or west would pose a concern. However, at this time, no significant storm surge and wave action is expected. As On TV reported 2 weeks ago, the city's moving ahead with the multi-million-dollar Bay Street reconstruction. The city will work on the project, which will turn Bay Street from a 4-lane to a 2-lane road, 1 block at a time. This requires the removal of the traffic lights. A 2-vehicle crash occurred at the Dennis and Bay Street intersection Saturday afternoon, resulting in moderate damage to the vehicles. No one was reportedly hurt in the crash. A stop sign is posted for southbound traffic into the Station Mall parking lot and northbound traffic exiting the mall via Dennis Street. Officials are suggesting extra caution.
They have it together, so thanks guys for coming out. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say before we get going. Obviously, I need to thank each and every one of you for the support, the continued support. Without you, there would be no ride. We can plan all we want, but realistically, it would just be me. So without you, there is no ride. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting local. The money stays here. As Donna mentioned, we're doing things in the community. 2 years ago, we did the Sensory Play Park. That was to the tune of well over $100,000, and Ride Money did that. So thank you.
Approximately 200 motorcycles filled the parking lot of Highland Ford on Saturday morning for the Algoma Autism Foundation's 7th annual Algoma Ride for Autism. This motorcycle event is one close to AAF co-founder Jamie Boston's heart. His son is on the spectrum. Boston told On TV that Ride for Autism has grown drastically in the last 7 years, showing that the motorcycle community really comes together for important causes. Boston said people are looking for a reason to ride, and they know that this ride is 100% local. This year, Boreal French Immersion School held their own version of the Ride for Autism, where students rode bicycles through an obstacle course, collecting $1,325.71 for the cause. Vice Principal Davy Taylor, who's also been a part of this ride for the past few years, told On TV the school decided to do this due to the recent funding cuts the Ford government has made to autism services in Ontario. Taylor said that being an educator, he knows that with the families in school and across the Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma district, it's important to provide that support. The federal government is releasing a national strategy on dementia today that focuses on preventing the affliction, supporting caregivers, and finding cures. According to federal stats, more than 419,000 Canadian seniors have been diagnosed with some form of dementia, and they rely on an average of 26 hours a week of help from relatives and friends. Most people with dementia and most caregivers are women. Mental decline can have many different causes, but there are a few treatments, and those that exist don't do much but slow dementia's progression. So prevention is a major emphasis in the $50 million strategy, with the government hoping that if Canadians get more exercise, eat better, and don't smoke, they'll avoid dementia causes, such as strokes. The government also wants to help to be more readily available to caregivers and make them more willing to ask for it. Authorities in Philadelphia say one person has been killed and at least 5 others have been shot during a graduation party. Police are searching for at least one suspect.
This evening, a little after 10 o'clock, there were about 60 people behind me celebrating graduation as we understand it. At least one individual came up, we don't know if it was in a car or on foot, and fired multiple rounds. Unfortunately, there is one person who was pronounced dead at the hospital. We believe preliminarily he is in his 20s. We do not have much more than that at this point in time. So it is all very early for us, as you might imagine. This was some sort of graduation party. There's no indications that there are any problems back here other than that. There was nothing that suggested there was a fight that preceded this, at least according to the people here. Again, we don't know if the shooter or shooters left on foot or if they left in a car. We're trying to get as much information. Hopefully there'll be some cameras, or some of the people out here will be able to provide more information.